Is that KJ's?
Yeah, it is.
Why are you wearing it?
As I'm walking out of the locker room to come here, he told me I needed to get my drip up. So gave me a necklace to try and help me out, give me a little change. So.
Did it work? Do you have your drip up?
You guys tell me.
You're there. We had a local coach from Hollingsburg who coached against you in high school. He said their high school team snapped your 30-game winning streak.
North Stafford?
Yeah, that's right. He was like the quarterback's coach or something for them.
Mm-hmm.
What did high school do in terms of preparing you, winning as much as you did? And I know you did lose a couple of times, but what did all of that do for your mentality coming here as well?
I think the biggest thing was being able to deal with adversity. Like I said, we didn't have a ton of adversity, but when we did have it, it was detrimental almost. It was very uncomfortable in high school because fortunately we were able to be so successful in high school. So I think that was the biggest thing is, it wasn't like we would have some adversity and we'd be used to it. So it's getting comfortable with that adversity in uncomfortable situations.
Do you recall losing that game? And
I know exactly the game that we lost. I could probably recall 70% of the plays and stuff like that. So, I remember that. Coach Ronnie was actually at that game. He was there. So, I remember that vividly.
Switching Bates and Fries, did you notice any kind of big difference there? And how do you think that helped their confidence? I mean, both of them could obviously play both sides, but they've had success there in the past.
I think they did a great job. As far as why it happened, that's a coach's decision and all that kind of stuff. But I think they did a really good job. I mean, people, kind of try and relate playing one side of the line to switching to riding with your left hand versus your right hand or your non-dominant hand, just making that switch. So I think they both did a really good job. Just continue getting that confidence in the first game. They both, when they kind of made the switch happen, I think it was middle of the week or something, stayed after practice to work on kick steps to each side and just kind of get used to that stuff again. And that's something I think that, they both did a really good job this week as far as being able to perform in an uncomfortable situation for them.
As a whole, how do you think that whole group did? It looked like they were probably more physical today than.
Yeah, they did a really good job. I mean, obviously it shows with the production we were able to have in the run game. And it wasn't like we had big, we had a couple explosive runs, but a lot of it was grinding out 9-10 yard runs, and that's kind of what we did at the beginning of the year, and we were kind of able to get back to today, especially against a tough physical defense like Wisconsin and what they pride themselves in and what they do. And our offensive line did a great job of it.
James talked a little bit about some of the stalling on offense once you guys get inside 30. Can you put your finger on it, or maybe what some of the symptoms are there?
It's hard right now to exactly put my finger on it. Probably be able to give a better answer after we watch the tape. I can't really recall exactly everything that went down.
Just as a season-long thing, though, has that?
I think it's just we gotta keep having the same mentality of just kind of keep getting first downs and keep pushing. And I think that really that area is where we stall out. When we get into the red zone, and especially in the tight red and deeper in the red zone, we get pretty good.
Yeah.
It's when we're kind of in that in-between range, and it's not the free wheel, it's not the red zone, it's that fringe area.
Yep.
And that's where we just kind of gotta, if we have opportunity for a shot, go ahead and take it. But if it's not there, be able to keep the ball moving and get the next first down and kind of keep moving towards the goal line and get into the red zone and tight red where we're pretty good.
And he also touched on some of the explosive plays, maybe coming up short on your goals. Same deal. Do you have a?
Yeah, same kind of deal. It's just finishing those plays. I mean, we're getting right up to that goal, and really when you look at it, we could go by a percentage, and for the most part, if we get one play, usually. That helps us meet our explosive play goal on one or two plays here and there. So I think that's one of the things we just gotta keep working at it. I think the one thing is we whatever our delineation of what's an explosive run, what's an explosive pass, we're pretty good at getting right up to that line. We don't necessarily get that extra yard, so it counts. But I mean, like I said today, we got a bunch of 9 and 10 yard runs, which they're not technically an explosive run, but they're really efficient, and you're gonna take that 10 times out of 10.
I've been asking some of the defenders, and they really many of them didn't have any idea. Are you aware of how many snaps the defense has defended this year? I mean, it's just an
I know they're taking a
historical
lot.
number. Yeah.
I know they're taking a lot. I don't know exactly.
Second in the country.
I don't know exactly.
Only Houston in the whole country. You guys really played ball control today and helped them out. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
kept them off the field.
Yeah, we did a good job, and I think part of that was kind of like I said, we were able to get first downs. I don't know exactly how many we had, but I think in like the second quarter I looked up, we had like almost, I want to say 19 first downs.
Yeah,
or
it was
something
twice
like
as
that.
many as they did.
Yeah, so I mean, we did a really good job of just kind of keeping the chains moving, staying ahead of the chains, and when we get into third and short areas, things like that, we were able to convert those. I think that's the biggest thing. As long as we can stay ahead of the chains, get ourselves in some good third and manageable situations, then we'll be able to help our defense out. In the past, we kind of been getting in the third and long situations, which isn't great.
Was that at all any part of the game plan?
That's part of the game plan every week, really, to convert third downs and keep the chains moving. I just think today we executed well and did a better job.
Thanks. Go ahead.
Trace, when Miles is running the ball like that, you are generally running the ball that well. We've been a lot of talk about the load on your shoulders. How does that take some of that pressure off of you, especially when you're not 100% health-wise?
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily look at it as like taking the load off of me, but it's something that if Miles is kind of getting into his groove, and it helps our offensive line get in that groove as well. The more we can get the ball moving on the ground with those guys, I think our offense just kind of tends to run better, and we're more efficient that way. So it definitely helps us as a whole to be just more efficient as an offense. And I mean, I guess if it's taking a little bit of load off of me, especially right now, it doesn't hurt.
Sure.
You describe his running today, what you see when the way he was running?
Yeah, he was running physical. He was being real patient at the line, I think. Did a good job of letting some of the holes define themselves and hitting them. He did a really good job of grinding out the 4 or 5 yard runs, and then when he had his opportunities to make a big play, he did a really good job of making guys miss. He hopped over a couple guys today, things like that. So he just got to that point where you could tell he was kind of in the zone. He was just playing fast and trusting his instincts and not thinking too much.